voice recording.
Tonight's story is called Mr. Meddle, and it's called Mr. Meddle's Morning. Mr. Meddle was a pixie who couldn't mind his own business. He was forever poking his long nose into other people's houses and meddling with whatever they were doing. One day, he felt more meddlesome than usual, so he ran round to Dame Gladsome's house. She was very busy that morning, but as soon as she saw Mr. Meddle's nose round the door, she flew to shut it. Obviously, he's not very welcome there by the looks of things. "I've come to help you," said Meddle crossly. "Oh, I'm much too busy to be bothered with your help," said Dame Gladsome, and she turned the key in the lock. To stop him coming in, of course. Mr. Meddle frowned and went to Old Man Twinkle, who was on top of a ladder. He was on top of a ladder beside his big bookcase, turning out all his old books and dusting them. "I'd like to help you," said Meddle, putting his head in at the window. He gave Old Man Twinkle such a fright that he fell off his ladder.
I think he's going to bump his head.
He fell off his ladder and bounced on the table, sending all the books up into the air. Mr. Meddle decided not to wait and see what Old Man Twinkle said. Why do you think he decided not to wait?
I don't know.
What do you think Old Man Twinkle's going to say?
No. I don't know.
Have a guess? What would you say if you'd just been frightened out of your life and fell off the ladder and landed on the floor? What would you say?
I would say nothing.
Wouldn't you? I'd be very cross. I would say to Mr. Meddle, "Go away."
Oh, okay. I would say, "Mr. Meddle, go away."
Meddle decided not to wait and see what Old Man Twinkle said. He ran off and came to a neat little house on the top of the hill. It belonged to Mother Hay-Ho. Meddle didn't know her very well. He knocked at her door. Mother Hay-Ho opened it. She had a handkerchief tied round her head and a duster in her hand. "Good morning," said Mr. Meddle politely. "Is there anything I can do for you? I happened to be passing, and as I had nothing much to do today, I wondered if I could be of any help to you." "Oh, how nice of you," said Mother Hay-Ho, who didn't know what a nuisance Mr. Meddle could be. "Well, I badly want some butter and some eggs. Could you fetch some for me?" Meddle was off like a shot. He went to the dairy, got the butter and the eggs, and then ran back with them. Mother Hay-Ho opened the door. Meddle rushed in, but unfortunately he didn't notice that Mother Hay-Ho had just polished the floor. He slid on a mat, turned head over heels, and the bag of eggs went flying to the ceiling and came down smack, smack on Mother Hay-Ho's head.
Smack, 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 smack.
Mother Hay-Ho was not at all pleased. Meddle put the butter carefully down on a chair and rubbed his bruises. "Anyway, the butter's not broken, like the eggs," he said. "Don't be silly," said Mother Hay-Ho, trying to get the eggs out of her hair. "Butter doesn't break, but if it did, you'd have broken it too. Now I shall have to wash my hair." "I'll help you," said Meddle eagerly. He fetched a bowl for Madame Hay-Ho and filled it with water. Madame Hay-Ho began to wash her hair. "Get me some more hot water," she said. "There's some in that kettle. Put it into a jug for me to pour over my hair. Meddle emptied the water into a jug. Then he thought it would be very helpful if he poured the water on Mother Hay-Ho's hair himself. So he tilted the jug and poured. "Oh, ow, ow, ow!" yelled poor Mother Hay-Ho, jumping around and almost jumping to the ceiling. "It's boiling hot, you silly fellow! I'm cooking, I'm cooked! Meddle was horrified. He looked at Mother Hay-Ho jumping around the kitchen, holding onto her hot head. He ran to the tap, drew some cold water, and he threw it over Madame Hay-Ho's hair. "Oh, it's cold!" shouted Madame Hay-Ho.
Let's see.
Have you seen now? Can I carry on?
Look some more.
Describe what you see. Right, shall we carry on? Meddle tried to put the jug on the table and just missed it. Crash! It fell on the floor and broke. "My best milk jug! Oh, my best milk jug!" wept Mother Hay-Ho in despair. "Sorry," said Meddle. "I'll get some glue and mend it." He ran to the store cupboard and found a bottle of glue. Then he went back to mend the milk jug. He put the glue on the table and picked up the milk jug bits. But just as he was pressing them together, his hand slipped and he knocked the glue bottle off the table. The glue poured out onto the chair, the table, and the floor. Oh, what a mess. Mother Hay-Ho was busy drying her hair and she didn't see what had happened. Hay-Ho picked up the glass bottle, but he couldn't pick up the glue. The next thing that happened, of course, was that Mr. Meddle stepped straight into the sticky glue. His shoes stuck to the floor, and when he tried to get away, his feet slipped out of his shoes, and there he was, dancing around in his socks. And of course, the next thing he did was to dance right onto the glue again. This time, when he tried to get out of it, his socks came off, and there he was in bare feet. Madame Hay-Ho put the towel around her at that moment and saw Meddle rushing about in his bare feet. She was most astonished. "Why have you taken your shoes off and your socks off?" she asked. "Do you think you're going to bed or something?" Mother Hay-Ho put her towel round and down on the gluey table and stared at Meddle. She was getting tired of him. When she tried to pick up the towel, she couldn't. It had been stuck. She pulled it in surprise. "Let me help," said Meddle at once, and he gave an enormous tug at the towel. It came up, and so did the table.
Everything.
Mr. Meddle sat down hurriedly on the floor, and the table fell on top of him, and a corner of it went into Madame Hay-Ho's toe. How she yelled! She danced round the kitchen on one leg, holding her toe, while Mr. Meddle pushed away the table and tried to get up. The gluey towel had got round his neck, and he couldn't get it off. "Oh, you wicked fellow!" cried Mother Hay-Ho. "Look at all the mess you've made, and look at the muddle you've made. Look at all the damage you've done, and now you dare to do another thing. Sit down and don't dare to move." Mother Hay-Ho looked so fiercely that Mr. Meddle thought he'd better do as he was told. So he sat down, squish, on a chair. What do you think he sat on?
And a butter.
We'll see. But Mother Hay-Ho hadn't only yelled at him all the more. "Oh, you poor fellow! Oh, you silly fellow! You silly pixie! Now you've gone and sat on my business. Get up, get up! You're sitting on my butter. I can tell you, you've broken my eggs, and you've messed up my hair, and nearly cooked my head, and broken my milk jug, and got glue everywhere, and hurt my toe. And now you have to sit on my butter." Mr. Meddle was too frightened. He got up out of the butter and tried to go to the door in his bare feet. She gave Mr. Meddle a good head start. Mr. Meddle was frightened. He got up out of the butter and tried to go to the door in his bare feet. He could see Dame Gladstone and Old Man Twinkle going by outside. "I can see two friends of mine," he said to Mother Hay-Ho. "I must go." "Well, I'll help you go," said Mother Hay-Ho fiercely, and she caught up with her big broom. Swish, swish, swish. She swept poor Mr. Meddle right off his feet, and as he shot down the garden path and through the gate in a fearful hurry, he landed right under Old Man Twinkle's feet and gave him such a fright. "My goodness, it's Mr. Meddle again," said Dame Gladstone. "It's Mr. Meddle again. Is this the way you usually come out of a house, my dear Meddle? It seems very sudden." Mr. Meddle didn't answer. He rushed home in his bare feet and got into a hot bath to get off all the glue.
Daddy, keep with the story.
But it won't be long before he meddles again with somebody. He just simply can't help meddling in other people's business. And that is the end. What do you think of that story? Do you think it's a good one?
Yes.
Would you like to read the next one?
Yes.
Tomorrow.
Yes.
No, I am not falling asleep. Literally, you probably saw me falling asleep.
Can I tell a little bit of a story?
Yeah, you're going to get in bed and we'll do what you can, but you...
I want to do a little bit of the last story.
Yeah, but I'm falling asleep. I can't do it anymore.
Please.
I'd love to, but I don't. You can hear I'm even sleeping now as I speak. I've got to get in bed. You've got to get in bed. We've all got to get in bed. Do you want a little story from here? Nope. Okay. No story then.